to lose UArts has just been such a blow to like this community, because now we might have people like leaving Philly. It also may be deterring artists who may have come here to like incorporate their own brilliance like into the pool. So now we might not even have like these people coming in anymore. With the draw of like, you know, a university and maybe getting a degree in this, it's really just thrown everything for a loop, I guess.
There was just a buzz on Broad Street of, 1,200 students coming in and out of buildings, carrying their work, dressed in costumes, keeping the life of the city. I do have a worry that when that goes away, it doesn't get replaced quickly or easily with something. It sort of fed at the very grassroots level all of the things that longer term artistic enterprises really benefited from. So I hope that there will be some replacement, but I don't know.
Honk if you care about the future of Center City. Honk for the arts, folks. Come on. Honk if you care about the arts.
So many people are negatively affected by this, people losing their jobs, people losing their education. So many artists in Philadelphia touched UArts, whether they went there, whether they taught there, whether their colleagues taught there.
We're all kind of in this limbo and we really don't know what's going to happen.
Pig Iron is an interdisciplinary ensemble theater company. We're founded in 1995. In 2011, we developed what we call the Pig Iron School, which is a 2-year certificate program, graduate program for young emerging theater makers. In 2015, we partnered with University of the Arts and turned that certificate program into a MFA program, and it's developing original voices in the world theater, particularly formed with sort of a physical approach to character and a physical approach to acting.
I like to think of it as like kind of like an intersection of theater, dance, and circus arts. I decided to apply and audition, and I got in, and I'm from Louisiana, and so I packed up my life and moved here to Philly. My cohort and I had finished 2 years, so we just had 1 semester left before UArts suddenly closed. We all just kind of found out through Instagram. I got a screenshot of the article and then was like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen now.
We decided that we are not able to run any version of our program this fall, and so we're going to be putting our program on pause. We're hopeful that we can run the program and the MFA with a new partner starting in January 2025. Our students were waiting to know what the fate of their fall was going to look like, and it just didn't seem right to let them know without, 7 weeks notice.
Anyone else in this crowd get fired recently? Oh. Yes. Okay, did anybody in this crowd lose the institutional support of all of the community of artists and talented people? Yeah.
Community matters most when times are hard, and this is definitely like one of the, if not the hardest times. And so we just felt like there was a lot of latent, potent artistic energy that could be deployed in a fun cabaret format, and that we don't need to wait for all of the stars to perfectly align, that we should just do something as soon as possible and see what kind of funds we can raise. We were let down by a big institution, and the message that we wanted to make sure we let our community know is that we're not going to let you down. We're going to be here for you. We had 100 people, raised a bunch of money. It was sold out, and people donated who couldn't make it.
But what I realized about this horrible tragedy, this unprecedented closure, is that we can't rely on institutions. We can only rely on each other. So let's get fired up tonight!
When I think about, what's gonna happen with Pig Iron and whether or not we'll be able to find a partner or not, like there's also a possibility that we don't. There isn't really another MFA program in the US. Okay, do I have to change like what I really love and like wanted? Do I have to not get an MFA? Or do you have to look overseas, like at like France or Italy, which is another huge thing. And then like I've created this really amazing relationship with my cohort. We're just a really incredible close ensemble, and they're my collaborators, and it's like, part of me also just doesn't want to leave them. Like, these are my people, and we had plans to make art together. It's not as simple as just packing up and leaving for me.